Continuing our coverage now for Call for Action Week. It's a week dedicated to the team of volunteers who help get your consumer problems solved.
Yeah, maybe you have an interest in becoming a volunteer yourself. Joining us again to talk about the program is our lead volunteer, Barb. Good morning again, Barb.
Good morning.
So talk to us a little bit about what it's like to be a CFA volunteer.
Well, I really have enjoyed the people that I work with. They've become friends, and we all are retired. Now, it's not a prerequisite that someone be retired to be a volunteer, but that means we have more time. So, and it's a matter of how you choose to use that time. And these people that work at Call for Action have chosen to use their time in a way that they feel is constructive and helpful for the community. It's a lot of fun. We help one another. We talk a lot about what do you think I should do on this case. And we come from different backgrounds. So I was a Madison teacher. There's another educator. We have a great public health nurse who takes all of our healthcare cases, which I'm so pleased because I used to do them and I struggled. She understands the terminology. She can talk to the insurance companies if there are issues with billing, and that happens quite frequently. And we feel like we're educating the public because when we profile a particular case, you profile it usually, Leah, it brings more people to us because they're saying, hey, that happened to me, can you help me as well? So we feel like not only do we help the public, but we educate the public. And so people are trained, and every year I try and have a conference, a local conference, where I concentrate on a particular topic. Sometimes I have consumer protection come in. We work a lot with the Better Business Bureau, the Department of Agriculture, Trade and Consumer Protection, and we have people who sort of specialize now. So I have one person who does most of our telecommunications cases, and of course we have the public health nurse and so on to do the health care. We have a person that used to be a travel agent, so she can handle messed up, problems, particularly during the pandemic with airlines and hotels and so on. So it's a lot of fun, and people are trained. It's not like we just throw you to the wolves and there you are, you must do it on your own. We help and support one another.
And Barb, you guys are making a huge difference.
Well, I hope so. We try, and we get so many positive comments from people that call in. One of our volunteers, she's a photographer. I consider her a professional photographer, but she loves to do all of our car stuff. So there's a client that told her, I never get in my car without thinking about you. Because she saved this poor person from, just losing everything. So we do what we can. We only use our first names. Nobody meets in person. It's all done via email or on the phone. So there's confidentiality. And it's a great program, and we are a family. I feel like we've become a community, and we'd like to expand that community because we have so many cases that we've not been able to get to them as quickly as we normally would. So if anyone out there wants to be a volunteer, we'd love to have you and train you and join our family.
It is a family. It really is. We have some really great folks working in our volunteer department. I want to bring up the information on how you can get involved if you're interested. Take a look right here. You can go to channel3000.com/CFA volunteer. There it is. There's also a toll-free number you can call. It's 1-800-647-1756. Barb talked a little bit in the last half hour about how Call for Action is a national nonprofit. So we go through the national department to get folks onboarded to volunteer here, and then we train you once you come into the newsroom. But Barb, we are so thankful to have you and all of the volunteers. You're making a huge difference for our community.
Well, and so is the TV station by profiling these cases and educating the public about what can be done, and contacting us, I think, is a good thing. So we hope more people will do that.
We're talking about some real money here too. I mean, over $200,000
yeah.
Well,
covered.
And that's unusual. Usually we're up to about $500,000 a year, but because of the pandemic, things have been a little bit different.
Still quite the difference.
Yeah, and it's not all about the money. I mean, sometimes we have cases where there's no money, none whatsoever, but we help solve problems for people who can't get services, or their refrigerator was broken and they can't get anyone out to fix it, and so we do everything, and I love it because there's diversity in terms of the kinds of cases that we try and dig into.
All right, you're taking action. We love to highlight it. Barb, thank you again for your time today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
One last time, here's the number to call if you'd like to volunteer. It's 800-647-1756 or head to channel3000.com/CFA volunteer to get involved.